Hello everyone, Phoenix Feather here, and welcome back to another FS91 video. Again, it's just me by myself. I said this in yesterday's video. I went to show off some new things, definitely the paint schemes. And someone asked me to do a tour of the map. I'm not going to do a whole tour of the map. I'm just going to do the new updates. So as you can see here, we're at the main station, and of course it's been moved. It's right next to the shop now, and you can see the new paint scheme for station number 1. Station number 1 is orange and black. This is the main station. We have 51, engine 52, rescue 50, tower 50, and brush 51, brush 52, and ambulance A50 is supposed to be here. I think it's out the other station because I recorded this before and for some reason it got corrupted. For some reason, MSI Afterburner and Farming Simulator aren't getting along these days. So, minor changes to this station is I dropped the white roof a little bit because it was glitching through the black, the shingles on top, so I lowered it just a little bit. Hopefully that takes care of it. As far as the engines, I haven't done anything to 51 except the color, because it's a locked mod, so there's not really much I can do to it. 52 has had the speed increased to 75 miles per hour. All the engines, with the exception of the lock mods and Mercs mods, now run 75. And I also added in the water tank, which I'll show you guys here in a minute. Again, Rescue 50 has been upgraded to 75 miles per hour, handling upgraded a little bit. Nothing's been done except the paint job on Tower 50. Nothing's been done to Brush 50 except for the paint job. And nothing, well, no, the speed on Brush 52 has been, this is the first time this has been in a FS91 video. The speed's been upped. Well, it hasn't, not the first time we're using it officially for FS91. Speed's been upped, handling's been worked on. As far as the brush trucks, they will be getting the tanks and hoses. It wasn't on my priority list to get done this week. I went to focus on the engines and the tankers. So let's take out 52 right here. So as you can see, pull up here. Uh-oh. Why is that not working? Really? Oh, because it's full. Oh, duh. I filled them up before we left. So you can see here, it now has a hose, and it sprays water. Not perfect. The water is out far past the nozzle. I haven't figured out how to fix that yet. But, look how far we can run with this. I showed this off in yesterday's video, but for those who don't watch the Phoenix moments, this is for the FS91 guys. We can go this far with this hose. This is awesome. You can't hear the sound until you spray it up close. Right here. Yeah, here's where you can't hear it anymore. I don't know how to work on that either. Of course, if you made this far out, like everyone would be able to hear it, that'd probably be kind of annoying. So, yeah. The tank size on this is it's a 1,000-gallon tank. I did that because I really looked through the trucks around here, local trucks, and a lot of them are between 750 and I think the highest I found was 1250. So I use that, and for this type of engine, the closest thing I could find to it was about 1,000 gallons. So I went with 1,000 gallons. But yeah, let's not spend too much time on it. Let's go park it back over here. I did add hydrants throughout the map just for because since we're gonna need water now, want it to be a little bit more on hand. And the cool thing is, if you park next to the truck and start refilling it as you're spraying it, it will constantly refill as you were actually like hooked to a hydrant, which is really awesome. All right. We're gonna take this because it's the fastest thing we got. I think that's why my video got corrupted, because it was a little bit too long. But we took McDonald's out, put KFC in because there's no Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A is my favorite fast food, but there's not even like a decent model on SketchUp. This building, extremely tall, as you can see here. I gotta jump open the door. I gotta scale that down a little bit. But this is probably gonna be a police station for police videos. And the last thing I think in town that's changed up is we moved the hospital over here. Instead of being that field over there, we moved the hospital where the test track was. Test track's still on the map because I'm using this for my Phoenix Moment / Let's Plays, FS91, and for mod spotlights. So let's head on out here. Out here is not much has changed except the Applebee's and test track's been added in out this way. Same with over there. Oh, over here we did add in. We added in. Oh, there's a fence there. We added in a VFW here. It's got all the military flags and everything. Nothing like super. Oh my gosh. And I did change up the courthouse over here, just because I didn't like the basic one. Alright, so let's head on out here. I added in, I'm a sentimental guy, okay? FS91 started with this building, so I just felt it was proper to put this building in. Again, I'm a sentimental guy, I guess. I had to have it in. I threw the original Featherville Fire Department back in the map for old time's sake. My thoughts on this is going to be like a maintenance sort of shop for the Featherville Fire Department. As you can see here, we got two things being worked on. The newest, not the newest. Well, yeah, technically the newest brush truck. In this brush truck, I forgot to paint this green, so I threw it in the workshop because it's got to be painted green. And this, I forgot to take the DeMarcus Township Fire Rescue off the side and throw Featherville on there. So, work in progress. Again, these two are also going to receive the tanks and hoses. Just got to get them worked out. Again, wasn't on I wanted to get the tankers working. Tankers I'm having problems with right now. That's why tanker 52 is not in, the international tanker, because it's kind of unusable right now. I'm trying to figure out. My problem is I can't get the field trigger. Meaning I can get it to like the engines where I can fill it. I just can't get the trigger so when I drive an engine up to it to refill off of it. So I'm playing around with that. Tuff's supposed to help me with it a little bit more. So hopefully we get that figured out by the time we do a group video. What was it? I was thinking. My mind just went totally blank. It's like super late. So out here we have the quote unquote forestry building, unquote. We have a light rescue 52 out here. I went with the green and white paint scheme because I really like the green and white. Toby's going to hate me because this was his station. We have 56, 55, and 56 do not have the working tanks and hoses yet. They were just... They're going to get there. They're going to get there, promise. It's a time-consuming process to go through it all and work it all out. But again, speeds have been upped, handling's been addressed. This thing still doesn't handle good. I don't know what happened to it. But yeah, they're going to get the tanks and hoses as well. Also out here, it's going to be... I haven't decided if I'm going to move one of those brush trucks to another station or not. But at least one more brush truck's going to be coming out here. I think that's all for this side. I'm going to take you over to the main farm. I don't know if you guys want to see that or not because it's not technically FS91, but someone asked for just a tour of the map. They didn't just say, show me your FS91 parts of your map. So I'm going to take you guys over here to show you what I've done to it so far. Basically all I did was move buildings around to open it up a little bit, because Phoenix fact number whatever, I hate closed spaces. If it's a tight space, it's I guess to get a bit claustrophobic, but so I didn't like how closed in it was. So basically I just opened it up by moving, I moved the one or the two open sheds over here, so you get this big open space here. I turned this shop here around to give it just a little bit more open space, and so on and so forth. Changed the house up, threw the seats in the smaller of the two open sheds, because I didn't like how they were left out in the open. Poor seeds. And we added in this big L-shaped shop, because I really like this shop off Glenvar. Was it Glenvar? Yeah. This is gonna be like a mechanic shop sort of deal, diesel mechanic shop. For me to get into, let's head out to the Brown station, and then I'll wrap up our tour. But for me to get into play, I have to have like somewhat of a sort of role play setup, pretty much. And for me, just being a farmer, that's the farm I hung out on, the guy was a diesel mechanic. He had a lot of trucks sitting out there. He worked on a bunch of trucks, so that was, for me, is like my sort of thing. I'd have trucks in there to work on, just different stuff like that to keep me into the game. So let's head on out here. Alright, so now we have the last of the three paint schemes is the blue and gray. Blue, I said something about not wanting a blue truck, but Captain and Toby recommended it. Toby really wanted a blue and black, but since we had the orange and black, I didn't want to have two trucks black, just like I didn't have two trucks white, so I didn't want to have a blue and white and a green and white. I didn't want to have a orange and black and a blue and black. So I went with different colors for each of them, and I immediately thought, a dark gray in place of a black. Sorry, I had an itch on my shoulder. And it looks really good. I think this is my favorite of the three paint schemes. And the engines, it shows up really, really good. And you're going to see that in a minute. Bam! I showed this one off in yesterday's video, but this one, this and the tanker, of course. I think this is my new favorite looking truck right here. It looks awesome. I really wish it had the rims like the other ones out there where it had the white around it, but I mean, that could be changed. And then we have Tanker 51 over here. Again, I'm trying to get it to work. Right now it doesn't. But these two engines do work. They do have the working tanks and hoses. Don't make me a liar right now. What? What is? Oh, maybe. There we go. Yeah. Okay. So this one is 850 gallon tank on it, just because I'm keeping it interesting. And this one here has a 500 gallon tank on it. Again, just trying to keep it somewhat realistic and different. There you go. So we have brush 3. Now I was thinking about placing one of the brush trucks out here, maybe the older brush truck. Or, I don't know. I just don't want too much out there and then have an empty space over here, if you know what I mean. So, that's something to consider. But anyway, I'm going to take you to one last area, because it's pretty cool. I'm pretty sure you guys saw it right there. The trailer park's back. Yep. we're gonna have some fun here. All right. Last thing I wanted to show you. I know I said that was the last thing, but this is a new ambulance that I came up with using Eric's Freightliner cab and his ambulance box. My local station actually has a ambulance with this style cab on it, which is awesome. So definitely my new favorite ambulance. This is A50. And the orange and black. I'm an Orioles fan, so maybe I'm partial to it, but it looks so awesome. But that's gonna do it for the day, guys. I hope you liked the video. I hope you're excited now that we have a little bit more realism going into it with the tanks and the hoses and everything. The tankers should be up and working by the time we do a group video, and the brush trucks will be worked on a little bit later, because the reason for that is Merc has a different scripting style than what Eric does. So now I have to kind of work through Merc scripts so I can figure out how to add the... Sorry, I'm getting them set up for a screenshot. Merc's scripts to add the scripting for the tanks and stuff. So it's going to be a process. Like I said, won't be for the next few group videos that the brush trucks have working tanks and hoses, but that is definitely on the list to do. So there you go. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys like the outcome of the paint schemes. I know a lot of people want red and black, but I'm not. I want to get away from the red, and the best way to get about it was orange and black. So I hope you guys enjoy that. So that's going to do it. So if you guys liked the video, be sure to leave a like down below. If you guys want to see more of Farming Simulator 15 FS911 videos, be sure to click subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.